South Korea posted a current account surplus in October for the second straight month. However, it was significantly down compared to a year earlier due to slumping exports and economic slowdowns in major countries. Rae-hyun with this report.
South Korea's current account was in black in October, albeit just barely, with a surplus recorded for the second consecutive month. In a report released by the Bank of Korea on Friday, the country's current account surplus came to $880 million in October. But this is a sharp slump from a year earlier when over $8 billion was recorded. This means the cumulative current account surplus from January to October this year stands at $24.9 billion. It's also a huge decline from the previous year's tally, which saw a surplus of more than $75 billion. Specifically, the goods balance, which tracks exports and imports, logged a deficit of $1.4 billion in October, dropping more than $7 billion on year. A slump in exports amid economic slowdowns in major countries like China and Japan was the main driver behind this drop. Exports came to $52.5 billion, down 6% from a year earlier, with a sharp downturn in the IT industry leading to a drop in exports of semiconductors and chemical products. Meanwhile, imports jumped 8.5% to over $54 billion amid sky-high energy costs. Data for the service account, which tracks earnings on overseas trips and transport, saw a profit of $50 million. South Korea had been seeing a current account surplus from May 2020 before a downturn in April this year. This was mainly due to a dramatic rise in import and dividend payment overseas. The country saw a surplus once again in May, June, and July, but slipped back in the red in August. Profits were recorded again in September and October. A Bank of Korea official said that while external uncertainties make it difficult to forecast how things will play out, they expect cumulative profits of some $25 billion for 2022. Rae-hyun, Arirang News.